Another episode, the third week, sorry, of this, no, the second week on these prop farm competitions that I'm participating in. The November edition. They're supposed to end at the end of this month. So coming to week number 2, there were, I'd say, not much of a break even, but a 1 hour, because now my plan for this competition is I entered. Yeah, you enter the competition with 100K that you are given, but again, since they are prop farms, the only maximum loss you can make is up to 10K, so that's 10% of the account. So to work well with them, you have to work the account as if you have 10K on the account. So with the 10K, my target is to achieve that 10K profit at the end of the prop farm. So that's what my target is, and my risk I've purposed to risk around $300 per trade that I'll be taking. So $300 be my risk, and my profit probably 3 times of that, or maximum of whatever might be out of the trade in regards to how the trade will be. So my planned loss that I'm supposed to take on each and every trade is supposed to be $300. And in regards to the losses that I've been taking here, nothing has come close to that apart from this. And from this day that I took cumulatively, yeah, close to 200 there on a single day. Yeah, this one will, once we subtract from this, that's at a positive 200. So I'm still within my risk, because that's what I'm supposed to risk. The trade that I participated in the week for elections, I was low on risk. So that's why the profits are almost like this one because of the elections. But it's not that I've exceeded my my risk or what I'm supposed to risk or the targets or whatever, but it's because of the plan that I'm planning to work with. So coming in to the recaps, going through the trades that I took, beginning with on Monday 11, that was a break-even trade. Once you see once closed like this one, it's a break-even trade, something of the sort that I just closed immediately, same as this one and same as this one here. So crossing over to Tuesday, so this Euro USD, pound dollar, these two pound dollar that I took, I managed to record them, but I was going through one trade at a time, going through this one, going through again this one. So I was flipping through the two trades, but it was simply the same setup that I usually take per trade, or rather per every trade that I want to take, is basically the same setup that I've planned to take. So that's what was there. So unfortunately, I didn't manage to get a win on these ones. So that was a loss on these two trades. So coming on to the other trades, still on the same day, the US 500 that I took here, of which I under risk this one. I wasn't really knowing how much to risk on this one, because I'm not yet familiar with this platform that they are using here. So whatever the lot size that I entered in with, rather, I thought it was sufficient, but it wasn't. I even tried adding another trade. These are still the same trades, but they may look like different, but they are still the same trades, because after I entered trying to place my stop loss, I realized that I've risked way too lower. So try adding another position, it was still the same. So I decided to go with whatever was there, but it wasn't according to the risk that I wanted. Otherwise I would have had a much bigger win on this one, as you are seeing it being displayed on the other platform that I executed on it. So that was it. That was a win. It would have countered these two trades, but again, since I under risk, so it ended up being a lower risk. So coming on to the following day, I actually took a couple of trades. There were a couple of trades, but I think I managed to capture this. No, I captured this gold until it came to an end. Then again, this US 100, I didn't manage to capture. I just captured one. I think this one, yeah. I managed to capture one. Then this last one, I just decided to close it. I didn't want to wait for it, but it ended up playing up according to my analysis, is what I had analyzed. So basically, these two trades on the US 100, I entered prematurely, of which I came to learn later on. So having in mind that I had a win on this gold trade, that I executed, and it came out being a win. Although I closed it early, I wanted to close it way below. So it really worked on my emotions, and I was into immediately going to another trade and try to maximize on the profits. So here, as you may see, there's a sell, buy, then again a sell. I was flipping up around here, there, trying to get the right move. So for one, this sell was the right direction that was supposed to go in, but again here I had entered prematurely, so I ended up being stopped out. So the next one, I tried to enter again on the pullback now to go and target the right sell, but again I ended up being stopped out. So now the right trade, which was this one, I again, now since I had entered it too late and having mind had taken some losses on it, so I just decided to close it since it was the end of the trading day on that day. So I decided to just close it and wait for the following day to see what the following day will have in store. But coming to check on it the following day, I found that the trade worked well towards the target that I wanted to hit. So yeah, that was it. So I was really misled by emotions on this trade, but yeah, it happens in this trading world. So to the final day, which was on a Thursday. On Friday, I didn't manage to do much since I was a bit held up. I had a function to attend on Friday, so I wasn't active on the markets. So my last trading day last week was on a Thursday with this US 100 that I took. So this first trade, as I took the trade, this first one I had entered earlier. It was a premature trade once again, and once I realized that, I closed it and I waited now for the right setup to appear. But now when the right setup appeared again, okay, according to my analysis and according to what I wanted to see, I saw it play out, but I managed being stopped out. So according to my analysis, I was wrong in my analysis, but not to the plan of what I wanted to execute upon that trade. So it was well within the plan that I wanted to execute, because I wanted now to go and target some liquidity that was resting up above on that day, that was left up, lying up above on that day, for the market to continue going lower. So the overall bias for this trade was a sell, but I ended up entering a buy as a counter trend, going to counter the market above. Same with this pound dollar. I think there were counter trends. Yeah. So I'm very keen looking now to just trade on trends rather than trying to counter the trends, because trying to counter the trends, I end up now missing and losing morale to even follow now the right trend. That's how the market's supposed to follow. So that's it. It brought our count down to half an hour. I had managed to come close to $700, but now we are down to 500. We're still good. We're still good. The goal here is to try and hit the target, but again, not to lose the challenge on the same breath. So we're still there within the balance, because once I hit negative 10k, now the challenge is over, and my target is not to lose the challenge. My target is still to remain within the challenge and still being alive. Still I'm positive on profit, so that's a good sign. We are still pushing in. There are 2 weeks remaining, this coming week as well as the next week, which will be the final week of it. So I'll try and go in heavy this week, trying to maximize on the profit, see what will be there. But I'll go heavy with the reason, not just going heavy for the sake of going heavy. I'll go heavy with the reason once I see a good setup, I'll try and go heavy, trying to cover up. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. You can't force something that's not there. We wait until the end of it, then we wait and see what the next month competition will be. So my plan is to participate on these competitions each and every month as I am able or as I am capable to do them, just to offer content upon this channel, but as well as honing up my skills. It's a good way of honing skills, trying to follow my trading plan as well as my journal, because the same trades that I'm taking here are still the same trades that I'm taking on my personal accounts. So it's still a journal at the end of the day, because that's the purpose of this channel anyway. That's journaling my trading activity on what I'm doing to help and maybe better someone else as well as bettering my trading. That will be it for this episode number 3. Yep, episode number 3, but the second week on these competitions.